Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk a little bit about something a little different than what we've been doing in the last two videos. It is still based on using a vanishing point and making your shapes connect to the vanishing point and making them look very 3D. But this time we're not working on building outside shapes. Instead, we're going to work on building inside shapes. So just like with the other drawings, we're going to start off by connecting our corners, diagonal corners of our paper as close as we can. My ruler isn't long enough, but I'm just gonna do my best to do that. And once I have this done, this point right here is my vanishing point. So the first thing I'm going to build here is the back wall of my room. I'm going to be building a room, the inside of a room. So it could be a bedroom, it could be a living room, it could be a kitchen, whatever you want to turn it into. I'm going to start with the back wall of the room. And I'm going to create the bottom part of the wall, and I'm going to go around the back wall, create a horizontal line, the vertical side of the back wall, the horizontal top of the wall or the ceiling, and then the other side. And then I can get rid of these lines right here. This is like those lines in the drawings before where we don't need them. We can just get rid of them. So what I have here, and of course I leave my vanishing point for now, is my room. I have the two walls, the ceiling, and the floor. Now I can figure out, what do I want to put in my room? What do I want to add to this room? So if I wanted to create the furniture, I'm going to start off by putting, let's see, maybe I want a couch over here. And again, I'm going to use my ruler for most of my lines. Might change a little bit because some of the items in your living room might not have sharp edges. But let's say I wanted to create a couch here. And again, I'll just make a simple shape. You can make some of your shapes much more defined if you want to. And I'm just going to create what the side of the couch might look like. And again, I'm keeping this really simple. Okay, so that's the shape of the couch that's facing me. Now I'm going to take this shape and I'm going to connect it to my vanishing point. So all of the corners of this shape that I want to make 3D, I'm going to connect, even the ones that are inside the shape like that, because that's something I would see of my couch, the part where you would sit. And you can see that this type of shape is a little more complicated when I'm connecting it because there are more corners. And you can see that that became very 3D. So now I don't want my couch obviously to go to the vanishing point, so what do? I take my ruler and I want to cut off each side. So I take my ruler, I put it on the side that I'm going to cut off, and I just drag it back. Again, I don't rotate it, remember, I want it to stay vertical, and draw the line just on that shape. Then there's the top shape where you sit on the couch. Line it up right there and drag it back to meet that other line right there and draw that line. Then I'm going to cut off that side. So I'm just going from side to side, going back to the original line, lining it up, dragging it back right there, and making a line right there. And the last side I'm going to cut off. I line it up, match it to that top part, drag it up, and draw the line. So there's that 3D shape. Now I can get rid of all of these extra lines that I no longer need. I can make these shapes as big as I want them in this room. Okay, well, it's a very simple shaped couch. I could add more detail to that, but remember, whatever you add, if it goes back into the distance, you want to try to use that vanishing point. So, okay, let's say I want to add, I could add another couch or a chair or maybe a television. Maybe I could add a television. Maybe I'll add a table. Let's put a table and then we'll put a television on it. So I'll add the front shape of, not the front shape, but the side shape of the television stand. So, sorry, I'm trying to keep my paper as straight as I can. So let me add a small square here with my ruler. And I'll do the same thing that I did before. Again, I'm just connecting the points to the vanishing point. All the corners of my shape to the vanishing point. And then going back to each of the sides. I have 2 sides here to cut off. Pull it back. Draw the line. Put it on the top of that shape. Pull it back. Draw the line. And that can be a TV stand or a bench or whatever you want it to be. Okay. Now let's put something on top of there. Okay, well, if something was sitting on top of there, the side of the television would probably be pretty thin. So let's just make a thin rectangle sitting right on top of, sorry, my paper keeps turning. Next time I'll definitely tape my paper to the table. Okay. There's the side of my television. Now I'm going to connect that to the vanishing point. And actually, I don't really have to bring it that far back, but I can just make sure my ruler is connected to the vanishing point as I draw that line. And then cut it off, bring it back here, cut it off, drag it back. Oh, and I should do the top of the television too. Even though it's a skinny shape, there's still the top of the television there that I need to add another line for. Whoops. There you go. Okay, you can even draw whatever you're watching on television on there. And so you could just continue with this process and add whatever it is you want in this room. If I want to make a window here or a big picture on the wall, I start with the side of the window that's closest to me and draw the line. Now I take the top and bottom, just like I demonstrated on the buildings. I take the top of the window, the bottom of the window, and connect both to the vanishing point. Both to the vanishing point, the top and the bottom, because everything needs to be connected. Then I put my ruler right back there, draw it back, and there's my window. Get rid of these lines. And all of the detail within your window needs to be connected. So if you remember, let's say I wanted to make panes in the window. Again, connect to the vanishing point, and wherever I want those panes to be, connected to the vanishing point. Of course, the vertical ones don't need to be. I can just create vertical lines like that for the window. So go ahead and create things on the ceiling. Maybe you want a skylight in the ceiling. Maybe you want to create a rug on the ground. If you create a rug on the ground, like an area rug, let's say you create a rectangle area rug. All right, draw the front of the rug. Connect both sides to the vanishing point. Right here to the vanishing point, drag it back. You can make the line go all the way back, but if you don't want to erase all those lines, you don't have to. But you do have to bring the ruler back to the front of the rug and drag it back and keep it horizontal so the rug doesn't look like it's curling up, and then cut off your rug. So what you start to have here is a very 3D room. And of course you can add a lot more detail. You could go in and double up on the window sills and make more detail on the couches, and if it's a bedroom, maybe you start with the front of the bed and whatever else you might have in the bedroom. Or if you're creating a kitchen, a table and chairs, you can get as detailed with this as you'd like. So give this a shot. You'll have all vacation to work with this. I would love to see whatever you draw with this process. Please share it with me. I posted the directions on how to turn things in, your paper drawings, and how to use your Chromebook to do that. Posted in the Art Google Room stream, and also in the last email that I sent you all. So use this process, have fun, and share your results with me.